Alright, what's going on? I don't know where this video is gonna go, but we're gonna kind of ride with it. It's probably gonna need to be edited and whatnot. But basically, um, when I make any video, I'm not doing these videos to prove anything. I'm not making a video to, uh, get some type of validation from people. Even if I'm saying, hey, I'm a prophet of God, right? Say I say that, right? I'm a prophet of God. And I tell you a bunch of information. I'm not telling you this to get a validation from anybody. All I'm doing is telling you the information to help people and to, enlighten and give people information. Uh, no person on this earth validates me. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, anybody could say, hey, you're a loser. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not a prophet. You're not this. You're not that. So, like, people would think, oh, you're just making these videos to prove those people wrong. No, I'm actually not. The reason I make these videos is because God says who I am. If He tells me, hey, you're this person, I want you to make these videos and speak about certain topics, I'm going to do it because God says who I am. That's who validates me. I could care less what anybody says. To be honest with you, He's the only opinion that really matters at the end of the day. Because if God doesn't tell you that you're that type of person, then you're not that type of person. Let's be real about that. Because He has a higher knowledge and a higher perspective of who people are and what things are. Right? So anything I come on here and speak about, any topic, any information I'm giving, is to help people and to spread information and spread awareness, just to raise consciousness because that's what I'm called to do at that time. I mean, that's what He wants me to do. I really don't know where this video is going, to be honest with you. Um, I just know that for me personally, it's been hard to like just come on here and teach people about things because in our society and our like reality, you need to have like some type of certification or some type of validation from people to prove that people should listen to you, right? And that's kind of how the world works. Like, oh, you need to go to college and you have to be a PhD in this topic for anybody to listen to you. And that's kind of being proven to not be true more and more every day, just due to, people on YouTube putting out good information. And it's like, why would I pay all this money and go to college and listen to people that have a pre-programmed script that they have to teach when I could go on YouTube and find the teacher that's more aligned with my perspective in life and more aligned with my sole purpose and get the information from them that is cuts all the BS and is more truthful and doesn't have to have all the fluff and the beating around the bush and sugarcoating that the college or university has to have, right? And that's kind of where I'm at. It's like, I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm going to give you the knowledge that you need to have on the topic or whatever I'm talking about, whether you like it or not. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes things I speak about, it's going to be right on point, right exactly what it is. It might not rub you the right way. Like it might hurt a little bit, might hurt your ego, might kind of mess with your beliefs a little bit because sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes it's a little hard to hear exactly what you've been believing was wrong in your entire life. You might have believed something for 20 years and it'd be a lie the whole time. Everybody's in that. Like the education system, we went to school and learned all this stuff, then half of it's wrong. We've been lied to our whole life, right? So everybody's kind of went through that, being lied to about information that they thought was real and thought was known to be true their whole life, and then come to find out that it was all BS, right? So then they're looking for answers and trying to figure out what life's about, like what's really going on, right? And that's kind of where we're at now. And everybody looks to different sources to figure that out, and thinking that they're still stuck on that old paradigm where, oh, you got to have a certification to give good knowledge, or you got to have a college degree, or you got to be some type of big influencer, or you got to be a celebrity, or on the news, you got to have a news channel or radio to give good information, which is completely false. I watch plenty of YouTubers that drop good knowledge every single day that have none of that, right? Because their information is unfiltered, just like whatever I'm gonna tell you is unfiltered. There's nobody editing my videos. There's nobody telling me what to say. And that's a good thing, really, because that way you can get it straight from source. Because I have a very good discernment, and I look into things multiple times in multiple different viewpoints before I ever speak on it. And that way, I'm not putting out some false knowledge that, or it's like emotional, like, oh, I don't like this person, so I'm going to speak on this, or I don't like this type of company, so I'm going to talk badly on them, right? When it's not really true, because I didn't do my research, my due diligence, and do all the research and look into what's really going on. I'm not using that emotional pull. I don't have an agenda, right? I don't have um, something that I'm trying to accomplish by telling you this information. Any information I give you is because it's factual, legitimate knowledge that can be proven without a shadow of a doubt. It's not something that's an opinion, right? And that's kind of the difference between people that don't have any attachments to, big corporations or big government, or, whatever. And a lot of times it's very hard to tell who's who, because people will lie to your face for weeks, years on end, and you'll never know what their true purpose is of telling you this information, until maybe a year later it comes out that, oh wait, they were working for this company over here the whole time. That's why they were telling you all this information. You would never know that. So to find somebody that's independent and has no real um, reason to deceive you, is big. Because, like, when I tell people stuff, it's to better humanity. Honestly, it's like at that base level. Like, I think it's good information, so I just tell people, hey, this information can help you, right? This will do you good. It's not going to corrupt your brain. It's not going to, you know, make you a weirdo or whatever. I don't know. It's just different when you don't have an agenda. You don't have other people above you telling you what to do, and not filtering the good information that can come out of you. Um, I don't know. I don't know where I was really going with that, but it's kind of what it is. Um, so all I'm trying to say is that anytime I go and speak about something, it's really because God puts it on me. It's like, hey, you know what you're talking about. Go and speak on this topic. Go and spread it to the people. And I even second guess myself sometimes. I'm like, me? You want me to talk about that? He's like, yeah, you. I'm like, well, Why would they listen to me? He's like, I don't give a shit why they would listen to you or not. You know exactly what you're talking about, and you're going to speak the truth, and it's going to be right, and it's going to be on point, and it's going to be aligned with the betterment of humanity. So, yeah, you're going to go speak on that. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'll go talk about it. You know what I mean? And like I said, it gets to the point where I'm just like, I don't care who believes me or who thinks I'm doing this for any kind of reason. I could care less because I'm not doing it for any type of validation. It's more or less just to put the information out there for the benefit of people, to help people, to expand people's knowledge and their awareness and their, their consciousness, um, and so that they will progress and build that base of understanding and discernment of what's really going on out here. It's not for any other reason besides that. And that's kind of why God calls on me, because he knows I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm just going to, all right, that's what it is. You know what I mean? I don't have any connections to anybody. And that's kind of why it works out. All right, cool. Peace.